Today we are in Atlanta, Georgia, once again, just like last week at the treehouse, but today we're taking a tour of this 350 square foot tiny house that could sleep up to 4 or 5 people and was featured on HGTV about 6 years ago. This is an Airbnb Plus, so let's go check this out. If you want to save or book this place, the link is down below, and you can check out Daryl's other listings on the property. They all feel totally private. If you haven't checked out last week's video, go check it out. It is seriously really cool. If you like tiny houses or really want to experience what living in a tiny house is like, I think this is a great starter. Even though it's 350 square feet, it's a little bit larger than most, really small tiny houses. This is a fantastic design and layout, I think. At only about 15 minutes from the Atlanta airport, one of the largest in the world, you feel like you're in your own little getaway amongst the trees and the scenery and everything. So whenever you pull up to the property, you arrive to Airbnb, and then you check into your tiny house. You just walk right up to it, and it's surrounded by all of these trees. It is really elongated. There's a total of 3 sliding doors on this tiny house, which is incredible. It's huge. So you walk up this deck. They've built a deck around this tiny house, and it goes from one end of the tiny house to the other. Over here on the left side, you have a fire pit out here to enjoy the cold nights. I'm here in January, and it's actually pretty cold. It's in the 30s, which I didn't know if Georgia got that cold, but you have a fireplace out here to enjoy and be really cozy with, and just the wood on the outside of this tiny house looks really good. I love the cabiny, cozy vibe with this tiny house. And the first door you just walk right into is the middle sliding door, so you walk right through there and then you enter into your tiny house. And wow, this is probably one of my favorite layouts of a tiny house I have ever seen. There's even a hallway in this tiny house, which it's crazy. And another unique aspect is there's a pop-out actually for this tiny house. We'll get to that in a second though. We'll start here in the kitchen, which is what you walk into, and it's actually this kind of island in the middle of your tiny house. On this side you have your cabinets over here, you have this huge sink right here, and then you continue along. There's this huge slab of marble cutting board. It's actually a lot heavier than what I thought it'd be. Then you have a hot plate over here to cook anything. Of course, you have your pots and pans underneath all of that for you. And there's a coffee maker over here, and then you just got a couple floating shelves over here with some of your dishes. And then on this back side is your fridge and a microwave right on top of that. And you have this really cool cabinet to the left of that. I love this rustic barnwood right here. And on the other side of this island is your bar seating. So you have 3 seats right here, and plenty of space for you and maybe 3 or 4 other guests that you could possibly bring here. We'll enter into the living room now, and this is where your other sliding door is. So if you want to look out into what the view you have, you can, or you can close these blinds, curtains right here, and be totally private. But the best thing I think about this living room is that there's actually a pop-out in this tiny house. Now, a pop-out is like when RVs, whenever you're driving them, they're kind of all closed, but whenever you park them, you can have these pop-outs on the side, so it makes the inside a lot larger. That's what this tiny house has, and it's right here with this couch and this little pocket right here. Now, it looks like it was built this way, but you can actually probably dismantle some of the wood and close it in if you ever wanted to take this tiny house somewhere and head out. But I love this feature aspect of it. It makes this place feel a lot larger. And then you have a rocking chair over here. Then you have your metal ladder that leads up to your loft area, which is where your first bed is. It is a single bed, and it's just cool that there's a loft area for a person up here. And the couch actually converts into a sleeper sofa, so you could sleep a couple guests here as well. There's lots of options in this living room. As we turn around and head back towards the other half of your tiny house, the sliding rustic door right here, which is absolutely gorgeous. I love this door for the bathroom. You can just slide it right behind the fridge and you enter into your bathroom. There's a composting toilet right in front of you. Over here on the left, you have your tiny house sink, is what I call them because they're just so tiny. And then on the right is your shower space. I love the tiling in here. The tiling is these mini subway tiles, and on the bottom is all enclosed right here. I like this better than whenever it's just kind of a flat spot for your shower base, but this is like a mini bathtub, really. I don't think you'd ever use this bathtub, but that's kind of what it feels like. We'll exit out of that and then go around your fridge, and now we're going to enter into your hallway. This hallway leads all the way back to your master bedroom, so your master bedroom is definitely way more private than the rest of your home. You have another sliding door in here, actually, if you want to walk out from your bed into your deck and look at the sunrise, or you can just close these up and you have a queen size bed in here. There is a separate heating unit in here away from the living room because that is so far away, so it's really nice to have. So with everything that this tiny house has to offer, 3 sliding doors, a hallway, a pop out in the living room, 350 square feet, and maybe 4 or 5 guests that it could sleep up to, this is definitely my favorite layout for a tiny home. It feels way larger than what it actually is. And there's even storage space up in the lofts, like and above the bathroom. You might have noticed there's this huge open space that could be converted into another sleeping loft area, I'm sure, or it could just be used as storage. And that's also the same case for in the bedroom. This little door opens up and there's more storage up there. This Airbnb has been up for many, many years. Like I said, it is a plus unit, so I can guarantee it's going to be a good stay. I hope watching my videos of tiny houses it boosts your morale of staying in a tiny house or wanting to experience it yourself. A lot less clutter, a lot less materialistic things. I love it a lot because you just don't have anywhere to put them. You have to get rid of one. Maybe I will be building an Airbnb soon in the cozy, luxurious woods. Who knows? That's what my dream is. There is something really cool right behind this tiny house, so let's go head over there and see what that is. This is a 1950 Spartan. It is one of one because it is actually on wheels. Whoever had this before cut out the bottom and put on wheels. Normally this is like an Airstream type of deal where it has to be towed. So this is one of one in the entire world. Daryl, the owner, is going to be suspending this thing up in the trees and making it an Airbnb with like a platform around it. It's going to be super cool. So check out his other properties and maybe I'll be back to tour this place if you guys think it's cool and want me to. I think it's cool. Anyway, if you're ever in Atlanta, come check out this place. Daryl's a really awesome host. There's actually an Airbnb article on Daryl, so there's a link for that down below if you want to read all about him with Airbnb and everything like that. Super cool. So, guys, thank you for watching this video. Get some homies merch, and I hope you're enjoying this new year. I'll see you guys next week.